Hello, my name is swissbianco. In this video I will talk about the sunwayman f20c. It's the turbo version with 780 lumens from the Falcon series. It's the first sunwayman flashlight that I have. On the side we see some more informations. The back side show the special features. It has red and blue light. The 5mm LEDs that they have are two colors in each LED. Somehow the red one is dimmer than the blue one. That much about the box. As we open the box, we have some paperwork in it, the flashlight in a plastic container, then a Ziploc bag with the lanyard, two O-rings and the spare rubber of the clicky, so that comes in handy. The lanyard is a bit on the weak side there. I quite likely never gonna use it, but at least they give you one. Then there is paperwork that give you a bit impression of other flashlights that company makes. They make a variety of flashlights. You see that best on the website there, sunwayman.com. And then we have the manual. Manual is pretty big. It just unfolds. Front page is English. The back side is in Chinese. We're only gonna have a look on the English version of it. So we see the product information. It features a Cree XML L2 LED and two dual color red and blue light 5mm LEDs. The turbo is 780 lumens, high 480, mid is 160, low is 30 lumens. The red and the blue light, they tell you 11 lumens, but the red appears way dimmer than the blue light, so that's hard to say. Then we see it's a two-part construction. The head is to be screwed off to put in the 18650 battery, and the body part is one solid part. The whole flashlight makes a really nice quality feeling and solid. It's pretty thick material that they used. The operation for the white light and for the color light, the use of the battery, it's either for 1-800-650 or two pieces CR123. There is a warning: as the battery is low, the light gonna start blinking, so you know the battery is gonna be out pretty soon. And the maximum, the turbo mode, gonna shut down after 3 minutes for problems with the heat, to avoid overheating. And they have some questions that they get asked, and the warranty card and all that. For the most current information, have a look on the website sunwayman.com. There quite likely all the flashlights that they make are listed. As we come to the flashlight itself, it's a not too big and not too small size. Compared to other flashlights that I have, this is more on the smaller size for a 18650, but still features a pretty big head. We see it has a clip, a pocket clip, stainless steel. Is not on the sharp side, but still I'm gonna dehorn it a bit. It's a bit on the, for me, a bit on the too sharp side. Also the hole there, they did not chamfer a bit on the hole. The clip is put in a groove, so that clip can be removed and put upside down in it as well if that is desired. I'm not gonna change it because then turning the head of the flashlight is not that well. We have a 2-position clip like this anyhow. We have the first position that the fabric would go in here, second position is below here, so that is a nice feature if you want to put it on a cap, or if you want to put it in the pocket the other way. That is pretty nicely done. Robust clip, should last pretty well. The only problem is a bit with how they mounted it in the aluminum, but on the quality of the flashlight, which is really good, and the thickness of the material, that should last pretty well. And at the end we see the clicky. There they use the stainless steel part to screw the part down. There we see 3 holes and 3 parts like a crown, so that 3 parts allow that you can put the flashlight in the candle mode. It's gonna stand like this, and it's still really easy to put the clicky on. Really nicely done. Also, what I like a lot is that groove here in between. There I'm gonna put on my paracord lanyard with the cord lock, as I usually do. So in here, that is a nice groove that keeps on. I did not put yet one on it. I'm still testing it, and then I'm gonna put one on and test it a bit more. The front side, we see a pretty big body. The head goes from here all the way up, the body goes from here all the way down, so the body is the only part that is laser engraved here. And then we have some knurling and some other design on the head. Actually is a little bit engraving too, hot surface and the number of the flashlight. Then we have a stainless steel part in front. That part was not secure with a Loctite or anything like that, so it did unscrew really easy. Such parts you always need to check, so I put a bit Loctite on, screw it back in, and then it's safe and well. Now for use the flashlight, of course we have the clicky. It has a memory, so I used it on last time on the low mode, as we see here, the 30 lumens, and as we put it down it will memorize the last settings, and you can just push a little bit in to change the modes, or you push in harder as well. So there is a strobe function too. It basically has the low, the medium, the high, and the turbo mode, which goes up to 780 lumens, and then it has a strobe that is pretty usual. What is special on this flashlight, what I like a lot, is as you turn the head a bit, you loosen it up a bit, then the flashlight goes into color mode. As we saw on the first click, it goes into the strobe mode, and that strobe basically is red, blue and white. Looks a bit like a police car strobe, and then you can click further to either have the red mode or the blue mode. The red LED is for night vision, the blue is more for hunters, for blood tracking and all that. And what I also say on the red, it's hard to see, but because of the reflector we have a lot of spill, a lot of fragments in the red beam. That was to be expected by the 5mm LED with the separate reflector. I'm gonna show that in a minute. And then as we put it on blue, we see already the same spill and fragments, but the color is way brighter in blue. For whatever reason, unfortunately, the red is not as bright as the blue. Quite likely they adjusted the blue more for hunters, that you can see the blood tracks or else on the ground, so you need a bit more different distance to the blood. And the red is more for map reading, for closer range, for if you have to do something close by and not illuminate further away. So this flashlight is not with the red LED usable for night hikes and all that. It simply has not enough output on the red. That is strictly for reading the map or operate something in red light closest range. So as we see in front of the head here, the reflector is completely smooth. The LED in the middle, the gray, is open a lot there, and left and right we see those two 5mm LED, and each of them is either red or blue. They did not split it. Maybe that would have give a better output. It's hard to say, but they are dual color LEDs, so that's already something special. Anyhow, to take it apart, we simply unscrew the head, and then we see already how massive the whole thing is made. There is only one thread on it, that is that thread here. So as I say, the rear part is screwed on. It's just the clicky that is screwed on with that stainless steel part there. We're not gonna play with that one. The battery goes well in, and then we have the head part that goes on, and we simply screw it back on. Now many people did complain, as you have the light on. I'm gonna put it quick in low, so the camera is not to be blinded too much. Then you wanna change to the color mode, you loosen the head, then it's gonna go already in the color without the strobe. So that's what I use. I put it on and then I twist the head. If you gonna simply loose the head and then you're gonna put it on, it goes automatically in that police-like strobe mode. That is, in my books, not too well selected. I don't know why they did that, but as I say, as you gonna put it on and then you change it, it goes already in the color, and then you can simply a little bit change the mode yourself as you want. If you want to have it in blue, and then of course anytime you simply put the head back on and then you can change the color. So all in all, I like it. The red LED output could be for sure higher. It is how it is. It's more for close range and for night hikes and all that. I have other flashlights that have a true red color with a higher output, so we see where we go. This is a really specialized flashlight with the two colors plus white, and 780 together with that reflector still gives you plenty of light, worst case needed. And with the setup of the strobe of the low, medium and high, that you can adjust the flashlight to pretty much any use that you would have. So all in all, I like it. Sunwayman did do a nice quality, a nice flashlight, but it's more of a special purpose flashlight, so you need to know what you're gonna do with it.